What's up guys, csgo tips number 19? I'm pretty sure it's 19. We're going to be talking about Inferno apps and boiler control. I did do a video about the spam spots for this part of the map like a long fucking time ago. So if you want to watch that, I'll put a link in the description. Long story short of that video is spam this for these two angles, and then you can spam here and here for like anyone close and pushing long haul. As for the actual getting of control, you want to molly window as often as you can, just because you want to deny this window peak as often as you can. This window angle, specifically this one here, can catch anyone T-bridge or on the balcony here with no trade potential unless you have like two people in those parts of the map. But the problem is that you're not usually going to have two people sitting balk and bridge, because you need other people to either get banana control or spot like the mid push or the mid pick, right? So to throw the molly, the most consistent way that I've found personally is as you run over this corner of shadow here, which is pretty easy to spot, right? You want to aim inside the window, obviously, and at the height of this antenna right here, just like somewhere here, and you just want to run and throw. So just like that. Even with the glass not broken, it'll land deep enough so that it spreads to the back and a little bit into the stairs. But the important thing is that you're preventing this peak right here. Once you've thrown that Molotov, you do have some time to decide which way you want to go into apps, and usually you want to do this as you're throwing the Molotov, decide which way you want to go. You have two main pathways of getting into apartments and starting to work that part of the map. First one being going into window, and the second one being going upstairs. What you do should depend on what you've seen the CTs do around mid and around boiler and apps, and where your teammate is going with you alt mid if you have a teammate. So if you don't have a teammate, I recommend just very slowly and very quietly either waiting for an apps push or creeping into app stairs, like so, and slowly clearing out app stairs. Now you can go window or balcony, window, whatever, window. You can go window if you're solo, but you just have to remember that people can walk past you apartment stairs and you probably won't notice until it's too late. After you throw this molly, you do have time to throw one flash into mid and kind of pressure this angle here before deciding to jump into window like I did just there. I'll do it again with the, from the start so you can kind of get the timing. You can kind of see about how much time you have. So do this. And the molly just faded. I still had like half a second left maybe as I got into this part of window. So you do have enough time to kind of throw the tiniest of mid pressure before you actually get into window room. Now once you go into window room, you do want to worry about people that are sitting or not upstairs, boiler stairs or boiler. You do want to worry about someone just sitting here or sitting here behind the Molotov waiting for you to come in. So you do want to take your time to clear this. I like to spam and just like bait bullets and like jiggle the entire way. But how you approach that is really up to you. Also be aware of this crack right here. There's the tiniest of cracks, especially when mid is smoked. This is something that can get abused pretty hard with an AUG or an op. You can kind of just sit here, and if I see something move, I just shoot, and I'm pretty safe since mid is smoked. Once you've kind of cleared out this part of boiler, it's very uncommon for CTs to just randomly walk inside a boiler. So you can kind of just take a risk and not really worry about people creeping in, just put your back to it and start clearing these angles out. Nothing really special to talk about here. You can kind of spam that little lip of the doorway right here. It does go through. It technically goes through here too, but you don't really care about this. Now let's talk about apartment stairs. Apartment stairs is very linear, is very like just A, B, C, D. Don't have to worry about left and right. The first thing you want to worry about, of course, is this angle right here. You can do this in a few ways. You can jiggle it like so, right? They'll see your shoulder even though you can't see them. You might be able to bait out a shot, maybe not. But you can just jiggle like this if you are a little paranoid. If you don't care about making noise or, staying quiet, you can just spam it like so. And you'll hit people if you aim low enough. I was aiming a little high there. So maybe like here. Right? This is gonna hit anybody trying to hold this angle here. Once you clear this out, if you don't have a teammate in window room to help you clear these left angles, then you want to clear those angles. You could just throw a flash like that, and with impact checking, I believe it's very, very general for this to work. But you can figure out this impact check for yourself if you're really curious. So you maybe like second line from the right, so like 1, 2, just right. You can impact check this. You can spam it. And then, of course, you want to clear the headshot angle. Right, this headshot angle is kind of difficult to clear if you're not with a teammate, but that's also another risk you can take. If you know how they play down long haul, then you can kind of like cut corners and just not worry about it. If you hear like a smoke over here go off really early, you can safely assume they're not playing in long haul, so you just kind of come up here and do something like this. Now that you have control of long haul and boiler, this is kind of your convergence point. Regardless of what path you've taken, pay attention to your teammates. Right, if you see your teammates are like starting to come up porch, you want to start making your way up long haul. You can flash yourself out. If you're with a teammate, you can throw this quiet flash so that the other person can come out here. You can throw molly for pit and clear all this stuff out. Just look at your team and see what they're doing, and just think, how can I help my team come out porch? And the obvious answer is come out long haul. If you want to actually come out mid yourself, or if you want to put a little pressure towards mid, a neat little flash you can do, just sit in the back wall of this apartments under the stairs, aim at the top of the stairs, and just toss your flash. I'm going to use a nade just to show you. That's going to be a perfect flash for anyone holding an angle like this, or holding some weird angle like that. If you don't have a teammate, you can do one of two things. You can come out mid, or smoke porch specifically, so stand about in line with this support thing on the wall, aim that dot, throw your smoke, throw your flash in the same position if you want, and then you can pressure arch, like, by coming out here. You can throw an extra flash like that, try to push them off. You can Molotov after you've like jiggled this a little bit. Oops. Something like that. Just so that it spreads. You kind of prevent most peaks. Nice and easy. The other thing you can do, obviously, is lurk out long haul. Personally, what I like doing, kind of stand on this crack, find the top of the doorknob, aim to the right inside the wooden part, throw. The smoke lands like so. You can kind of isolate pit a little easily, kind of clear this if you want, or just Molotov it. Nice and easy. If you want, throw yourself a flash, or you can leap of faith into porch to try to get this kill here. But that's really it for apartments. You stay quiet, the CTs will never know if you're still there, if you're coming up long haul, or if you actually just like fell all the way back. That's about it for this video. Thanks for watching.